Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
At the very same time that America refused to give the Negro any land, our government was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not only did they give the land, they built land-grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farms. Not only that, today many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. Now, this is what we are faced with, and this is the reality. Now, when we come to Washington in this campaign, we are coming to get our check.
I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing, bitches banging, 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 banging. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing like bang, bang, oh, bang, bang, bitch, nigga, bang, 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 bang.
Hey, Peace, what's going on? What's happening? Hey, can I be heard clearly? Like Mike TV.
MD, I hear you.
Okay, all right, cool, cool. Hey, Peace, what's going on? What's happening, man? Yeah, another nigga babble session, man. We just up here shooting the shit, man. Checking up with everybody, seeing what's going on. Hopefully, Ricardo will jump in a little bit later on. I know he be working late. What on, what not. Venkat, what's up, man?
Well, it's a crazy day. A lot of crazy things.
Yeah, definitely that. If anybody didn't check out the MD and Black Sun show from this morning, go check it out. You know, another another wild and crazy show. You know what I'm saying? Yep. It is what it is, man. But that's what you're gonna get out of that particular program, man. It's gonna be all over the place, and that's just what it is. And you know, it's funny saying it because a lot of the things I ended up agreeing with Black Sun with, but he even refused to allow me to agree, which is crazy. like we talked about the Tomahawk missiles. For anybody that don't know, last week, you know, Trump was talking about giving the Tomahawks to Zelensky or whatnot. Then, you know, he flipped the script, you know, as usual. You know what I'm saying? But looking at it in hindsight, I agree with Trump based on the rationale. Right? He said, hey, look, in order for those Tomahawks to be shot up in Ukrainian territory going toward Russia, at this late of a stage, they got to be operated by the United States military, which is a fact. I don't disagree with it. You don't want to put U.S. military personnel in harm's way. So I give kudos. You know, looking at it in hindsight, that was the right thing. Also, what was the right thing was to put the sanctions on Russia as an alternative. And that's when all hell broke loose with Black Sun, because Black Sun don't want to accept the economic implications of that. He think this shit is risk. Everybody remember risk playing? You pull out the board and you put the pieces on the board, and that's just what it is. This shit is like it's deeper than that. I don't understand why Black Sun can't articulate what his position is in totality. He ain't capable of doing it. He just ain't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you recognize what's going on militarily, and you accept it. You don't take away from it. But you also have to recognize all the other facets of the totality of this war. And Black Sun refused to do it because so much smoke has been blown up his ass as it pertains to this Russia conflict that, you know, he done turned in the Red Sun. And I ain't talking about Superman. That was another alternate reality. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Black Sun live in an alternate reality where he totally disavows any concept of American interest. He disavowed that shit. And he think America first is end all be all when his own fucking president don't even believe that. But that's the smoke clouding his lower and upper intestine. Clouding.
Judgment.
You know what I'm saying? So the parts that you checked out, Van Cat, what did you think of the conversation?
Well, I mean, when I got there, you know, he was talking about the. Oh man, I got an echo here. Do you hear echo, MD?
Nah, I don't hear no echo.
I'm
I got
getting an echo.
I got my headset on.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be no echo on my end. Give me a mic check. I'm gonna mute out and see if it's me.
All right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yep.
Yeah, I hear you. I muted out. Was it still doing it?
Yeah. I still hear
yeah,
my God.
Yeah, it ain't on my end then.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know
But
what's going on.
what I heard, he was talking about that one thing about the power outage and whatnot. And it came to be that, yeah, that part was true, but I think he's going a little further with
he
with
over
that notion.
exaggerated it. Yeah, he over
Yeah.
exaggerated that per usual. You know what I'm saying? And like I told him, I said I wasn't aware. I would have to look it up. And somehow I was in the wrong because I said I don't know. Like it's something wrong with saying I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I don't know
crazy.
if it's powder. I gotta look it up. I don't know.
Right.
But I do know that Ukraine has been hitting their electrical infrastructure. I do know that. And it's just outright denied. Fake news. I'm
But
like,
he
hold on,
wouldn't
wait a minute.
acknowledge the financial hardship that Russians in general are experiencing right now.
Hey man. Bro, at this point, I don't know what else to tell you, Black Sun, man. You might be better off just packing it on up, man, and heading to Mother Russia, bro. that might be your best option.
You know, the other
point.
thing that's funny is that we're not supposed to listen to the fake news media. But when I confirm what he said was correct, is that same said fake news media. That's what I
You
get.
got it. You got it from the fake news. Damn, I'll be damned.
I got it from
You
the
see?
sources he's claiming it's fake.
Damn.
So they're not fake when they prop up your talking points.
That's what it is. Instead of you saying what I said, hey, look, I don't know. I have to look that up. Instead of you saying that, if it's something that that you lack knowledge in, you call it fake news. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy. Instead of you saying, hey, look, I need to go cross-reference that, verify that, whatever. Instead of you saying that, you count it as fake news.
Yeah.
Even to the point where you say, hey, look, man, we must disavow Western media altogether.
Oh boy.
So now we got to be in the United States listening to Russian state TV, fucking Kim Jong Un TV. That's your best bet.
That's crazy. So we have to ignore every Western news source available, but we have to accept every foreign, usually dictatorship area news, like North Korea. That's
Hey,
crazy.
I can't make head tails of it, man. I simply cannot. Like this shit is getting into some. It's scary, man. It's scary that, you know, and it's not just Black Sun. It's not just him. It's
Oh, I know
scary
that's
that you
crazy.
got that social media and what they call quote unquote independent media
Yes.
has done this to where we find ourselves like, and you know, I'm part of it too, because again, when I see something, I got to cross reference it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if the shit that whoever, it don't matter if it's mainstream or not. I don't know if what they're saying is true or verified. I don't know. So what are you supposed? I mean, they teach you this shit in middle school. Cross reference. Go find another source that confirms what you just read. But Black
Right.
Sun don't do that. Black Sun say, hey, look, everything coming out of the West is not true. Everything coming out of the East is true. That's
Right.
essentially what he said. That's essentially what he said. I don't know, man. I don't know how you can debate that. You know, you can't debate 10-4. That's what I told his ass last week. You can't debate it, man. You can heat up 10-4 1,000 degrees, man, and you know it's not gonna conduct any heat, bro. It just don't. That's Black Sun 10-4. A big ass ball of it, bro. So you know it is what it is, man. Yeah, but like you said, there's a lot of shit going on. This is what I wanted to come at, and I'm glad we was able to do this tonight. I wish we could do it in a more professional setting.
Yeah.
With TFP, but it's fine. Have you heard the story
Yeah.
of Graham Plattner in Maine running for the Senate seat?
No.
You haven't heard that story?
No.
Okay. So it's a guy by the name of Graham Plattner. He's running for Susan Collins' seat in Maine. Now, also Janet Mills, who's the current governor of Maine, she's a Democrat. She's also running for that seat. Right
Okay.
now, Graham Plattner is in the lead. You know, of course, we ain't had no primary or nothing like that yet. Just early polling shows Maine is favorable to Graham Plattner.
Okay.
Over the weekend, somebody did some opposition research on Graham Plattner. Come to find out, he got some kind of Nazi tattoo on his chest. Now, Graham Plattner is running as a Democrat. Even more so, he's running as a Democratic or economic populist.
So is Higsett. Higsett got some white power tattoos on his chest.
Well, Hegseth is a MAGA maniac. That's you know, that's an automatic. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So and I'm eager to hear what your initial thought. Maybe we'll go more into it next week, because the plan is TLP will return next week, Thursday at 8:30. So you know, I'll make sure I put this into one of the segments.
Yep.
This Graham Plattner guy's running off of economic populism on the Democratic ticket. All the lefty loonies are up in an uproar, pushing Graham Plattner just the same way they did Zoran Mamdani. Come to find out, Graham Plattner had got some kind of Nazi tattoo, right? Also,
Right.
said some shaky shit about black people on Reddit. Now,
Well, there you go. That's the kill shot right there.
Well, let me give context. So you know, I'm not gonna say. So anybody can say something about a stereotype in jest. You know, I'm not. I don't put too much in that. Basically, they were saying in the Reddit post, he said something about niggas don't tip. Essentially, you know what I'm saying? He started laughing. So you know, it went on. The thread went on from there. You know what I'm saying? No coverage on the niggas don't tip part. All the coverage is placed on the Nazi tattoo, right?
Oh, damn.
Lefty loonies have been doing everything possible to defend Graham Plattner with the Nazi tattoo.
That's a losing fight.
Well, it's even spilt over to mainstream Democratic podcasts like what's the guy, John Favreau, in Pod Save America.
Yeah.
They said they even defended it. Even my great grandfather, what's his face, James Carville, defended it.
Yeah,
You know, talking
this,
about,
this,
you know, people learn from their past and
oh,
it
that's
ain't that big a
bull crap.
deal.
So that's the type of stuff that hurts the Democrats right there. Because
Hold on, wait a minute. I got to stop you right there, Van Cat.
go ahead.
Now you put preface on Democrats.
Yes.
I'm telling you that the majority of the Democratic I'm gonna use that word, establishment, has denounced Grand Platinum. The people that are defending Grand Platinum are the lefty loonies.
I don't think so.
Well, okay, so Janet Mills herself, of course she gonna do it because she's running against the guy. She came out and denounced it. Hakeem Jeffries said it ain't a good look. Schumer said it ain't a good look. These are what you call the quote unquote establishment, correct?
Yeah.
Then you turn around, people like, again, the Majority Report. Now, of course, these people ain't worth a damn. They ain't got nothing to do with politics in totality.
Right.
But I tell you, one person who probably has the most pull when it comes to going against the establishment also came out and defended. I want you to guess who that is. Now,
Don't
this
say
is the person
Bernie
that governed.
Sanders.
Say what now?
Don't say Bernie Sanders.
You just won the $1,000 prize.
Come on now.
You just won the $1,000 prize.
Come
Like I said,
on.
I'm gonna make sure I put this together next week.
Yeah.
It's a humdinger. It's a humdinger. So my question to you is, are lefty loonies, and you know my position. I've been saying it from the start. Lefty loonies don't give a damn about systemic racism and all that other shit. They don't give a fuck about it. All they care about is they pet project. And this is Exhibit A.
But that's the problem though, MD, because you can still get the type of politic and rhetoric that you want, the policies you want from someone that is not okay with Nazis, white supremacy, and all of the bullcrap. You can get people to do that. Why are they so adamant for this particular dude and people like this to continue on when they're found to be flawed? And you're saying the opposition, Trump, MAGA, and all the other people, that they're so bad, deplorable, and all these things. And then you're showing somebody like this when it's very early, you could ditch that bastard and course correct. So the fact that
Right.
that they don't blink an eye, the fact that they don't blink an eye, that's problematic.
You ain't gonna get no disagreement from me, Van Cat. I mean, in all actuality, you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
But because these people are so, they're put in a frenzy on certain beliefs, right? And this is the problem. Again, I'm gonna keep nailing it into your head until you get it, Van Cat. This is the problem with economic socialism. I'm not economic socialism, economic populism. Populism on its face is mob rule. That's the literal definition of democracy. That's why this country is not a democracy. Because if you had that, ain't no telling where we would be at based on what was quote unquote popular. These people, they have they got tunnel vision on what they believe politics should look like in America. Damn what everybody else think, that don't matter. Politics, and the etymology of politics is compromise. They don't want to, the right don't want to compromise with nothing. The left don't want to compromise with nothing. It's the same thing.
But that's not true though, Emily. That's not true.
Name me one modern progressive right now, whether they in or out of the structure of politics, go for compromise.
They do go for compromise. So are you saying that a person that's specifically progressive, um, because as a whole, the left has made concessions to try to get certain bills passed, like with Joe Biden and the border bill and whatnot.
But
You're more likely to
the
see,
left don't consider Biden a progressive. They don't
but
consider him
Biden
no
was
damn
getting
progressive.
but Biden got a lot of his policy ideas from Bernie and other people. Like
I don't
Bernie Sanders
disagree.
was working with Biden to pass a lot of those bills that that he passed. That people keep saying Biden is progressive and whatnot. The progressive aspects of his bills were coming from Bernie Sanders.
I don't disagree with that. So let me reposition what I'm saying. When I
Okay.
say progressives, I'm not talking about Biden. I'm not talking about a person like Biden. I'm not talking about a person like hell, not even a person like AOC.
Well,
When I
AOC is
say
progressive.
yes, she's a lot progressive, but I'm doing an Urban Dictionary definition of progressivism. When I say progressivism, I'm talking about the lefty loony. Now, if you make an argument, you could say there are no lefty loonies in government right now.
I'm trying to figure that out.
Yeah, I don't believe there are no lefty. So when I say lefty loony, I'm talking about the ones that are adamant on their positions, whether it's whether it's Gaza, Israel, whether it's
You mean you
economic.
mean like those people that were ready to get Trump in office just because uh, Biden or Kamala Harris had a slightly different view of what should happen with Gaza. So ready to blow up
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
whole
talking about.
thing for one because they don't have this absolute identical view about that issue. They're going to destroy everything to hell. You mean those unreasonable type of people from the left? But
That's
they're
exactly who I'm
small though.
talking about.
They're small.
Wait,
They're small.
okay, all right. I just want you to recognize. Like I said, I'm gonna put it together in its proper context
Okay.
next week. So just do your homework, man, and look up the story. Right now I would say it's a dividing line between a certain caudal of Democrats and the same old lefty loonies that I always talk about. I
Yeah.
mean everybody from the Young Turks, the Majority Report, Kyle Collin, and all the usual suspects of the lefty loonies are defending this person. What surprised me, like I said, what
Yeah, that's
surprised
crazy.
me was when I heard it because they had him on a pod. Pod Save America, right? The
Yes.
podcast.
Yes.
Pod Save America always to me was like a center left podcast.
Yes. Yes.
I didn't take them as no progressive lefty loony podcast. So they had the guy on the show to explain
Okay.
himself, and he explained it. He said, he didn't know what the tattoo meant. They just got it,
Oh, that's
and all that
crazy.
bullshit, and
You gotta just put a tattoo on you.
and
You don't know what it
after
means.
yeah, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard.
Yeah.
And so much so after the podcast, Van Cat, after they did that show, he went and got it covered up. And then he made like a video on Instagram or whatever explaining whatever. Then he started talking about Medicare for all, blah, 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 this and that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that nigga needs to go.
Come to find out, after all that happened, and this just happened yesterday, another scandal came out with another thread on Reddit where he was talking about the damn tattoo, Van Cat. This was like 6-7 years ago.
Wow.
Talking about the punt. They said it was the comparison between the Punisher symbol and whatever symbol he got as a tattoo, not Nazis. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the shit. So hey, again, this is part of the reason why, and I'm gonna talk, the black community and whatnot.
Right.
This is part of the reason why black people are skeptical when it comes to that progressive ideology, because they don't see any progress as it pertains to them. That's just a fact. You know, Bernie Sanders told you, damn reparation. Medicare for all mean Medicare for all, including you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no need for reparation. Ain't no need for equality and whatnot. That's what he said.
Yeah.
So black folks already on the fence when it comes to this ideal of populism, because history has shown populism ain't been so popular. Dealing with niggas. That's just what it is. The very founding of populism in America was centered around not including you niggas. Now that was a compromise.
I get that.
So, I just wanted to put that in your ear, man. When you get a chance, go check it out. And from what I saw, still to this day now, he's in the early polls, he's still up on Janet Mills.
Really?
So, yeah. Because like I said, and this is what I agree with Black Sun. Black Sun said something I also agree with it today.
Okay.
He said the pendulum swings. He said at his point of stoppage, it's either left or it's right.
I don't believe that at all.
It always swings through the middle. The
I
middle
don't
is
even
me.
believe that a little bit. I think what we've seen in politics is a bunch of political manipulation that's been happening with gerrymandering and all the trickery that Turtle man did, hacking the courts, putting in judges, and with the gerrymandering, we're given a false equivalation of the left and the right and how close things are, and it's not even that close. If we
But
just had
no, I don't believe it's close. I don't believe that's what he was saying. What he was saying was essentially there's always I don't want to call it revolt because that would be the wrong word, but there's always a renaissance based on whatever the socio-economic, socio-political dynamics are,
right,
as it pertains to what we're going through right now. One cycle it'll go hard right. That's the pendulum swinging right. I believe that we in the process right now have been swinging hard left. I just do. Socially speaking,
yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
so when you look at the overall picture,
Mamdani is an example of that.
yeah, which is fine for me, but I'm just saying when you look at the whole thing, like you go back to Reagan, that's 12 years with Reagan and 1 year Bush, and then Bill Clinton gets in there. He only has his 8 years, and then we go right back to Republican. Like I just think like the way politics has been like manipulated and whatnot, it hasn't been a straight up like. I wish we would get rid of the electoral college and you could really see, where politics really are in this country. Because they keep saying it's a great divide. It's not a divide. Like there are more Democratic voters in Texas than Republicans right now, but we can't see the actual effect of that.
Yeah,
so
I'm not disagreeing with that point. All I'm saying is when we talk about the pendulum, we're talking about the people. I'm not including government in that or whatever manipulation of I'm not including that. I'm saying what the consensus is as it pertains to me and you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, here's a clear-cut example, and we'll segue into this. You see, Trump is now saying that after he said he's gonna get a $40 billion to Argentina.
Yes.
Now he's going in saying that we're going to get Argentinian beef so we can flood the beef market to bring beef prices down. and the cattle ranchers came out today with a formal letter saying that this is going to destroy us.
Of course it is.
And he don't give a damn.
Yeah,
now if me and you had to take a swing.
How did that make any sense? Because you're still not using the cattle beef that we have here. It's literally coming from somewhere else. So how's that even gonna help us?
Well, economically speaking, Vancat, we're talking about markets now, right?
Yeah, yeah,
If you flood the market with something, naturally the price will go down. Like if me and you are opposing, I don't know, Lego sellers,
yeah.
and you got a rare Lego that's going for $100. I got the same Lego. It's gonna bring the price down because now it's more of those rare Lego. If it's 20 people that got that same rare Lego, it's gonna bring the price down. So naturally, in economic terms, naturally, yeah, it will bring beef prices down.
It'll
But
bring
it's
the
gonna
beef
be at the
prices down.
expense.
That benefits maybe the consumer, but
Yeah. But
ultimately, we're talking about the
it's gonna be to the
American
detriment.
farmers.
Yeah, it's gonna kill him. It's gonna kill him.
Right. So they're going to be losing their farm left and right, and it'll force us to have less farmers. And in the future, we're going to be 100% dependent on all our farming food and needs coming internationally. We won't even have farms to represent the country.
Hey,
That don't make
hey,
sense.
hey, you said it, not me, Vancat. You
Uh,
said it, not me, bro.
yeah,
Now,
none of this stuff makes sense.
right, in the short term, it'll benefit us because
Right.
we go to the
Nobody should care
supermarket and
about
buy
the
the meat.
short term.
But in the long term, again, those cattle ranchers, they're gonna get destroyed because
Oh,
they're gonna be boxed out.
100%.
They're gonna get boxed out the market.
And
And
I'll take it
again,
even further. I'll take it even further.
yeah,
The Yeah, like you said, in the short term, you may get a benefit of lower prices, but then as time passes by, the price is going to go back up anyway because the less
yeah.
options and the less stuff being produced in the United States,
There you go. There
it's
you
going to
go.
make you have higher prices regardless.
There you go.
So everything
Or
here is
there'll
being
be
done
a
for
permanent.
show.
Yeah, that's what it is. It'll be a permanent. So if we go back to the short term again, if you
Yeah,
flood the market with the beef, like it'll benefit us. We go to the grocery store, it'll be lower prices because there'll be a lot of it. Gradually, when we start to see less cattle ranchers being able to do what they do as far as meat cutting and processing, all that shit, it's gonna tick right back up because the dominant market is gonna see, hey, look, we the only ones in the market anyway. We can name our price. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, hey, you hit it on the head again, man. You hit it on the head again. But at the end of the day, it's America first. It's America first.
Oh man,
Nothing Trump is doing right now is America first. Nothing.
no, it's Trump family first.
And you're right about that. Speaking of family, another story came out today. You saw he pardoned the chink guy that Biden locked up, the crypto guy. He just pardoned him. Come to find out, he got some type of dealing with World Liberty Financial, which is Trump family owned.
Wow.
Like you can't make this shit up.
I mean, it's just in your face like that.
You can't make this shit up, man. Like how blatant can you be with the corruption, bro? How blatant?
And the model of the day is, well, if we keep flooding all this news and information and this bad thing, that bad thing, we can do other things that if they were able to just be standing on themselves in the light, they would get barbecued for it. But because there's so much stuff going on, nobody can keep up with all that. So the
Right.
outrage and the pushback isn't there for certain things because it's under the radar.
Hey, Steve Bannon said it best, man. Flood the zone.
Yeah,
You flood the zone, man. That's just what it is.
and with the American attention span, it's so
Yeah,
low,
yeah. We
man.
we 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 retarded as a nation, bro. That's just
Yeah,
what it is. We are
huh.
retarded as
Yeah.
a nation.
I saw Charlemagne the God. He was saying how both parties are horrible, Democrat, Republicans, and he was saying the one good thing that America has is the people. And I'm thinking to myself, what? Nigga, please. That's the worst thing. You got an uninformed public that's just doing emotional and entertaining picking of their presidents and their party. You know, they're going by trivial stuff and they're not actually like looking at the policy, what it would mean for them, what it would mean for others, what it would mean for the country overall. You know,
Yeah,
that's it's insane. The people are
yeah.
the biggest. The people are supposed to hold the politicians accountable, but you just see people vote people in, and then they're like, "Okay, go ahead and do what you got to do to make things right." That's not how it works. You got to be on top of their ass every friggin' step of the way, and we're not getting that right now.
Yeah, and you're right, man. You know, the it's like the last decade since Trump came down the escalator. I mean, it's been well past that, but the
Yeah,
last decade has shown. Hell, I
decade of
even go far
destruction.
back. I'll start. Yeah, I'll start with Obama because that's when it really jumped off. Like really jumped off.
Yeah, the
When
backlash of Obama.
When Obama got in office, man, shit went haywire. That's just
Well,
what it is.
Sarah Palin. That's
Yeah.
that was the opening Pandora's box right there. Sarah Palin brought the lunacy and buffoonery to a high ass level. You know, never mind uh, Bush. I mean George W. You know, that's a whole thing in itself. But Sarah Palin
But
really
W had some smart ass motherfucking
people
people
around.
behind him though.
Yeah, that
Like they were diabolical. Don't get it twisted, but they were smart. Donald Rumsfeld was smart as hell. You know
yeah
what I'm saying? Karl Rove was smart as hell. Like these
yeah
were smart people doing evil shit
yeah.
and doing it by the book. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't doing it Trump style. They was doing it by the book.
Trump stuff.
So, but as far as like when we talk about the people, the insanity started when Obama got in office. You know, especially in 2010, like 2010, 2011, that
Yes,
Tea Party shit. That
Tea
Tea
Party.
Party
Yeah,
shit
Tea
showed
Party.
the stupidity of conservatives, the
Yeah,
conservative constituency. Like these people
I think
outright dumb.
the Tea Party is like the beginning of MAGA.
Yeah, yeah. They the evolution of they. It's like Pokemon. They evolve into Mac. That's just what it is. But it
Yeah,
showed the world just how dumb like people are. And I told Black Son this. We talked the deplorables. Hillary Clinton wasn't bullshitting when she said that.
the
These people
deplorables.
are fucking deplorables. Yeah. Biden called them trash. I 100% agree.
Yeah,
I 100% because that's what they are. These people don't know what the fuck is going on, and they make up stories and they put on tinfoil hats to try to explain it. The
yep.
deep state and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Hell, Black Son talking about the deep. He said that he thought the Trump was gonna get rid of the deep state. They got him on something, and Trump is being controlled by the deep state. He called Trump a dumbass today. He called him a dumbass. He said because the deep state is controlling him to do shit like put sanctions on Russia and all of this. That's what he said. I'm like, wow. So you know that you ain't that thought didn't come to mind pre November 5th,
Right,
like at all.
right.
But Black Son got ulterior motives because Black Son is a Russian asset, so he got ulterior motives.
Black Son is the KJB.
Yeah, Red Son, I told you.
Red. Uh, not Superman Red Son.
Yeah, he ain't Superman. Nah, you know, hell, even Superman Red Son had some sense in the end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Black Son, I told you. Red Son. Yeah, yeah, nah, he ain't Superman. Nah. You know, hell, even Superman Red Son had some sense in the end. You know what I'm saying? You know, hell, even Superman Red Son had some sense in the end. You know what I'm saying? Hell, he had some sense in the end, man. But yeah, a lot of shit. So another
Oh, hold,
thing,
hold on, MD.
yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna go out and come back in because I'm still hearing the echo. It's messing me up when I talk because I'm like pausing in between
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
saying. I'll be
Yeah,
right
go
back.
ahead. Yeah, no problem. So yeah, man. Once again, shout out to everybody that's gonna watch this video later on, man. Another nigga Babble space. We just up here chopping it up, man. Seeing what's what with the current events. Once again, if you haven't checked out the MD and Black Sean show this morning, go check that out, man. It was some crazy shit going on with that particular show. And my goal once again is to bring TFP back next week. I think now don't hold me to it, but I think I should be done with this late shift tomorrow, and I'll be back to regular scheduled program. At least I hope, because I've been getting my ass whooped, man. I'm tired all the fucking time. My clock will wake me up, like my mental clock, wake me up early because that's when I'm used to getting up. But I don't really start working until like sometimes 11, 12 o'clock. So man, I'm screwed, man. Like I'm all jacked up. I am all jacked up, man, and it's fucking me up. Like it's fucking up like my home time. It's fucking up like the way I work. I ain't no second shift dude. I like to go and get my shit knocked out, and even with my route, I get done like 6 or 7, depending on if I'm assing around or not. But yeah, this late shift shit, man, I do not like it one bit, bro. One bit. But how y'all feeling tonight, man? Y'all straight? Y'all kicking back, relaxing. I ain't kicking back, relaxing. I'm driving. So it is what it is. When Van Cat get back, um, the East Wing of the White House, man, is tomorrow. It'll be completely gone. It'll be completely gone. Now me, and I said this on the show this morning with Black Sun as well. With me, in the grand scheme of things, does it really matter? No, it don't. But if I'm gonna look at it from a legal standpoint, just add it to the list of one of the other impeachable offenses that he already done made. You know what I'm saying? But Venkat, you okay? Venkat back. I heard a beat. All right, so yeah, the East Wing of the White House by tomorrow, man, it's gonna be gone.
Yep.
It's gonna be gone, man. Now, so let me ask you this. I said in the grand scheme of things, it really don't matter. How do you take the East Wing being gone? Just
So
personally.
yeah, the imagery is just horrible to see that. Also, the notion that we don't have money for certain things, healthcare and blah blah blah, and all this other stuff, but we have money for that. Now, when I find out and I realize, okay, Trump had money from supporters sent to him to do this project, and that's mainly where the money's coming from. I understand that. I also
Do you
understand.
do you do you believe it though?
No, I don't, because there's always going to be, maybe at some level there is, but I think the majority of the money may be from other means. But you never
I
know.
agree with that.
There's a lot of millionaires that just dump large sums, but that's 250 million, I think.
Not
So
300
that's
million. 300 million.
300 million. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other notion is like, so the White House in general, they have to put out tents whenever there's like a person coming over to visit and whatnot, because they don't have a place to have a gathering or a get together in a proper way. So they're pitching tents out in the lawn, which is kind of silly. So yeah, there may be a need to do it. Is this the time to do it? Probably
Hell no.
not. With all
Hell
the
no.
economic issues and concerns and problems that we have right now, I don't know if that's the time to do it. But I can understand there may be a need. But then the other thing is, from what I see, it's supposed to look like is this big ass thing right on the side of the White House that completely changes the optics of how the White House looks.
They said it's almost twice as big as the White House itself back there.
Exactly, that's just ridiculous.
Type of shit
That's
is that?
ridiculous. And this should have been ran through Congress, where they could debate the size, the amount of money needed, and the timing of when it'll be, made. Obviously, Trump is like, I want this in my presidency, so I'm doing it right now. That's why it's happening right now, so that he could utilize it. I mean, if it went through the Congress, it would probably be 2 more presidents from now before that thing would have got built, and that's what this is about.
Damn. Well, Congress ain't gonna do shit about it because they won't even damn swear in.
Oh yeah,
the fucking lady to get the Epstein file put in. So there's that. Grijalda, that's her name, Arizona. Bro, if you don't understand that they doing this on purpose to not have the Epstein file released, I don't know what else to tell you, man.
Yeah,
I don't know what else to tell you. Now
he's guilty
this
as
is
hell.
Trump we're talking about. This is Trump.
Guilty.
If Trump wasn't in the Epstein files, this shit'll be all over news every night. This name, that name, this name.
Right.
But it's not. Even to the point where, like I said, Mike Johnson is continuously getting his ass whooped. It seems like on a daily basis, man, cat. Like if it's not the media, is like they is kicking his ass. With the shutdown and the not swearing in, Graval, they is kicking his ass, man. I don't know how much more he could take. I don't know how much more he could take. And on top of that, we talked about MTG last week.
Yes.
She is on a fucking tear.
Yep.
Right now, man. She is on a tear. She was just on Tucker Carlson last night. And she flat out said, hey, look, this is being purposefully done to not swear in this lady so we can have the necessary votes to petition, or not even petition, to subpoena the Epstein file. This is being purposely done. She even said on Tucker Carlson's show last night that prices in general are higher than they were last year. Who was president last year?
Yep. Biden in the House.
This is coming from Marjorie Taylor Greene. Now she did put a preface in there. She said she don't believe that this is Trump doing this, that these is the people around Trump.
Stop it.
So she had to put that in so she could save face. But in theory, she essentially said we was better under Biden than we
Everybody
are now.
knows it. Everybody knows it, man. Come on, man. It's hard to dismiss. Now, anybody that's out there in this country, you are affected by the policies and decisions that Trump has done thus far. And it's not even a year. We can't keep running around and pretending this ain't really happening. You're losing your hours at your job. You're losing certain benefits or the job altogether. There's way too many people.
Federal workers.
Oh my goodness!
The federal workers. Did you see the
them
video of the federal
line?
Yeah,
online
in the damn
trying to get
pantry
food
line.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
I mean, I have a MAGA maniac. Well, I have a couple MAGA maniacs at my job, but they both tried to tell me, I think 2 months ago, that we were better off a year ago than we are right now. I mean, we're better off right now than we were a year ago. I should say. I'm sorry. That's insane. That's insane. Man, that's a special kind of delusion.
Yeah, that's all you can call it. My aunt, she she works at Emory Hospital down in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Next to the CDC building.
Yep.
She said last week they had like a food drive or some shit like that for some of the people that lost their job at the CDC.
Wow.
When you hear about food drives, you hear about like homeless people, poor people.
Yep.
You do food drive. Not for a scientist at the fucking Center for Disease Control, bro.
Exactly. And this is coming from regular Americans that just want to do good. It's not even the government or the politicians or any of those people behind the whole problem of what we're in right now. It's regular ass Americans working for free, donating stuff and contributing to the food drive. That's the sickening part about it. It's absolutely insane. You can't do these things. And Trump is calculating because we just talked about how bad the American voters are in remembering and keeping politicians accountable, which people believe that you just do that vote and that's it, and magically things just happen. No, it's a process, and you got to go line by line. If you were not paying attention when Barack Obama was in office, I was doing that specifically. And I watched week by week, and I looked at issue, and I was just like flabbergasted at how everything just breaks down. And witnessing that is what made my eyes open to how politics is. And there is a system of wealthy people that specifically give money to certain politicians, a lot of them on both sides on purpose, so that they could monopolize both parties. And all their job is to do is create disruption, slow down processes, and then keep things coming in the rich favor. And the fact that people don't want to see it, we want to complain about these problems we have, which a lot of this originate from friggin' Reagan, the same jackass that they keep claiming is this great all be mighty politician that was better times. I don't see how. A lot of this stuff architect from Reagan. And Reagan did that trade thing on the stock market where you can't get punished for buybacks and blah 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 with the CEOs, and we've seen how out of control that's gotten from then to now. And they're not sharing. Profit sharing is not happening with companies. That's not what's going on here. You think a company goes from 40 million to 80 million. You think some of those millions are going to trickle down into your pockets as a loyal worker? That ain't going to happen. That's just X amount of more money, millions of dollars more that the CEO and the everybody else connected on the top was going to get. There's no morality in this, There's none of that, and we believe in these fairy tales and these tropes of thinking when we just need to see what the reality is and respond in kind, and we're not responding. That's why it's such these problems aren't even real problems. They can be fixed tomorrow, but it's perpetuated on a daily. Look at the money that Israel is getting. That money could have gone in this country and solved multiple issues like homelessness, like healthcare, like all housing. And we still just stay there like a bunch of dumbasses, man. Like this stuff ain't hard. It ain't difficult. Stop catering to rich people. They are not to be admired. You should be slapping yourself for allowing them to get rich on your dime. It's insane. Like, come on, man. Everybody done lost their nuts in the last 20 years. Everybody done turned into a bunch of bitches. And I don't understand why. Why the hell? I'm not intimidated by you because you got more money. I didn't do the nefarious things you did to get that money. I ain't cheat and lie to get that money, man. I don't need to do nothing. If I work, I should get paid. And with that pay, I can move on and support my own life. I shouldn't be working twice as hard and barely being able to get through my life. That's just bullcrap. And I ain't praising that. But Americans are just ridiculous, man. You work the hardest. You at best get 2 weeks vacation for the year. Everybody else getting months. Kick rocks, man. These people, Americans are just annoying to me. Like, you complain about everything, but every step of the way, you've undermined your own progress. You've blocked your own blessings. You complain about Obamacare when it was being crafted, and you did everything to make it not happen. So you weakened Obamacare, but it passed. And now today, Obamacare is your one lifeline. And you still to this day don't know Obamacare and the ACA are the same thing. And these are the people we're having discussions about. Now, that was my rant, MD. I don't want to keep going.
Yeah,
I know people can't
I'll
have it.
let you go on your lefty loony rant, man. I will let you rock.
Mm,
I will let you rock, man, because you was going in. So I was like, hey, man, I ain't gonna step in front of him. He on one. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, you're absolutely right. At the end of the day, I'm a capitalist, but I also understand the nefarious means, like you said, and that's just what it is. When it comes to how you vote, what your responsibility is as a voter, that's why I call you a deplorable. That's why I call you trash, like Biden said, because you don't
right.
understand. The presidency is the tip of the iceberg. You got motherfuckers out here don't even know who they House representative is. Son
Right.
Block. You know what I'm saying? You got people out here that don't know what's going on as far as the funneling of federal funds and what it's going to in their own community. All they know is Trump and Kamala. I ain't voting for Kamala because girls in boys sports. And man, who gives a damn? If they don't give a damn, I don't give a damn.
Right.
That's the way I look at it. Do I think it's wrong? Yeah. But who the fuck am I? If they let little Tommy play in the volleyball games, so what? That's on them. That's freedom. You know what I'm saying? If the opposition want to oppose it, they got every right to.
Right.
But how minuscule is it to where we should be having a nationwide argument about it? Like, this is insane. But these are the priorities for a lot of the MAGA maniacs. If you look on the other end, hell, you could be talking about the price of apples, and the lefty loony find some type of way to talk about Gaza. What? Man, I ain't got no food to eat like right now. I don't
Exactly.
give it that. It's. I don't want to say it this way, but at the end of the day, who gives a damn? Now that's where I become America first, and I put my MAGA hat on. Hey, hold on, wait a minute. You got me sitting up here talking about Gaza, and we don't know where our next meal gonna come from. We don't know if we're gonna have a job in the morning or not. But hey, man, you
Yep.
can't vote for Kamala because of Gaza, huh? As if anything was gonna change. And what did I tell you last week, Vank? I sat up here and told you I didn't think that ceasefire was gonna last. What happened?
I know. Yeah, you did say that. You did say that.
They bombing the shit out of Gaza as we speak. Because they say some Hamas people killed a couple of soldiers. That's what they say. No evidence of it. That's what they say.
And then Yatter
Man,
need to
get up,
be
man.
he needs war
Ain't
crimes
nothing
charges.
exactly. And I agree. What's happening in Gaza is horrendous. You ain't gonna get no argument out of me. But at the same time, like, we got to make sure like we got something on the table. But a lot of lefty loonies, and Van Cat will acknowledge it. A lot of these lefty loonies just they don't care about me and yours well-being. They don't give a damn
Nope.
because it's pet pro. I told you this, Van Cat. A lot of these lefty loonies that got these YouTube channels and the Young Turk, these motherfuckers are elites themselves, man. These are pet projects for these people. That's just what it is. And that don't mean that you don't have some type of goodwill that you hunting. Of course. All of us should strive to be good people and point out the wrong. You know what I'm saying? But when you go out of your way to basically sabotage your own people out of spite, because that ultimately that's what it is, out of spite. Y'all expect so much from the Democratic Party all at once, where niggas do
Exactly.
black MAGA. They know this is why you got black MAGA, because black MAGA, I told you, all they are disgruntled Democrats. That's all black MAGA is. They mad. They mad. And they
That's
should
so
be
true.
mad.
That's so
They
true.
mad because all our lives as black folks, we hung our hats on the Democratic Party strategy. All our lives since the 60s. We hung our hats on it. And we feel as though we didn't get much out of it, which is true.
I don't believe that at all because, just like Chris Rock said, you have a problem getting a cab. Back in the day, the nigga was the cab. Giddy up, nigga. I mean, it's a complete difference in the 40s, 50s than it is today. There are more rights, there are more privileges. You have all these millionaires walking around that are black people, entrepreneurs. There's a huge difference. And because it's a slow moving process, we tend to not look at the overall picture of what it has been. So because things aren't perfect or highly on your favor, you're gonna complain about the tool that got you here. You couldn't vote. Now you just
You're
willingly
right.
not voting.
You choosing not to vote,
Yeah.
which is a right in and of itself. You got that right to sit your ass down. Like I'm not one of those people that say, your ancestors fought for your right to vote and blah. Yeah, they did. But they fought for my right. Meaning I got the right to do it. I got the right not to fucking do it. I don't disagree with it. But I also had the right to call you a dumbass for not understanding, the impact that you have as a voter. I got the right to do
Exactly.
that too.
Exactly. See,
So
like
so let
the people in
yeah,
the
yeah.
people in the past, right? People in the past, they had a lot of stakes. They had to do a lot. They had to be a lot. They had to understand things. They had to make sacrifices. They had to go through uncomfortable moments, time and time again. Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, Huey Newton, all these people, they've been through uncomfortable things. Today we got niggas talking about, oh, I don't know if I could just not shop at Target today. Like, come on, man. Like, there's things that got to be done. You got to have a unified at some level. You can be an individualist and you should be a
Yeah.
strong individual. But if you had a group of strong individuals, that makes the group even stronger. We can't have 2 or 3
Oh yeah,
strong and a
I
bunch
agree
of
with
weak
that.
ass. And that's the problem. Like the fact that people were lacking in seeing the importance of these moments to hit back on not only the politicians but the corporations. And by the way, corporations and politicians in this country are what is telling you how your life gonna be. They telling you what you're gonna eat because of what is on sale, what costs the least. They literally telling you what you're gonna have on your plate. They telling you what clothes you're gonna wear. They telling you how long you're gonna be at work. They're telling you when and how you can go on vacation, how much vacation you can have, how where you can go, the quality of what you can do, all by your salary. The salary that has been cut down over time. The minimum wage in the the federal minimum wage is still $7 and I think 49 cents. And the last person to raise it was George W. Bush. There's problems, man. Bernie Sanders voted against 15 minimum wage. I'm not sorry, not Bernie Sanders. I'm sorry, not Bernie. Biden voted against the $15 minimum wage during COVID.
We know the story behind that though. I'm
I,
not gonna throw
I'm
shade
putting
on
that against
Biden,
him forever. I'm
man.
putting that
Yeah,
against him forever.
we done had that conversation, man. I'm not gonna throw shade on Biden because we know the pressure that people like Joe Manchin and Sinema was putting on him, man. Like he wasn't gonna risk the entirety of Build Back Better and the IRA
But
for one thing.
MD,
He wasn't gonna do it.
but he put it up immediately. He didn't even go through the process of getting there. He immediately said, "Oh, we get rid of 59 minimum wage." That was the first.
Now, yeah, you're right. But now I do agree with you. He should have put the spotlight on Manchin and them after
All
all the
day,
shit was
just
settled.
like how
He should have
Trump
put the
does.
spotlight on.
Trump has made up these names for all these people. Some of these people, they don't even, like these Democrats, they don't even know. The MAGA supporters don't even know who they are. But Trump says their names so much that
Yeah.
So that's what they should have done. Biden should have
I don't
done the
disagree
same
with
thing.
that. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, he should have used, I guess you would call it like a bully pulpit.
Yeah,
say, hey, look,
you got the biggest office. You can do that.
Yeah. Now again, I still go behind the notion of if he didn't compromise on that part of Build Back Better in the IRA, he risked not getting nothing put in. Now, that's just a fact. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, well, the risk is
we're not
always
sitting up
there.
here talking about nothing.
No, the risk is always there,
Yeah.
but it's just bad when it's like, yeah, 15 minimum wage, we give it that. If you want to do whatever you want to do, we give it that. I mean, it was immediate. I remember like it was yesterday. Like, I'm thinking to myself, why is $15 minimum wage like the first thing that you're ready to get rid of in the negotiation process? That made no sense. That made no sense to me. It'll never make sense.
Because Manchin and Sinema didn't want it. I mean, that's just what it is. And essentially they said, hey, look, if you don't get rid of this part, we're not voting for none of it. That's what they said.
And by the way, why is it that these people act like 15 minimum wage is like,
yeah, I can't survive off $15.
This great thing that roughly calculates to about $30,000 a year.
Yeah, I'm in a poorhouse.
A few years ago, it was if you made 25,000 or less, you are considered poverty.
Yeah, that was the poverty line. Yeah.
So if you're making
what is the poverty line now?
I gotta assume it's close to 35 or just under 40. It's gotta be.
Yeah, because $40,000, bro, I'm poor.
That's
at
nothing.
$40,000. I can't pay my bills at $40,000.
Exactly. What that means is you gotta have a roommate, you gotta have a cousin, a brother, and a mother, and a sister, and everybody, Uncle Willie, all in the same house, and then you got to split up bills just to get through. That's what that is saying.
Yeah.
And that's insanity to me, man. The richest country in the world. And we got people like you can be a Democrat and you can be a Republican. But you got to you have your responsibility to call out those aspects that's wrong. You could still believe in limited government and all that other stuff you want to say you believe in as a Republican and a conservative. But when you see the buffoonery show happening, you got to call that out, man. I mean, like a lot of things in the Democratic Party just don't fly. It's dead on arrival. You don't even have to go through it. Now, a party ain't gonna be perfect, so some things go through. But for the most part, if you got a rapist running under your ticket, it's gonna be hard for them to get out the Democratic Party process. So, but in the Republican Party, that's just an exemplary feature.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Hell, that's a qualification at this point.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. It is what it is.
So and the other thing too is today for some freaking reason we believe that the morale of a person, the character of a person, does not matter in governing. How is it possible that you're cheating on a person in a marriage, or you screwing over people financially by not paying them, or and this is not just for Trump, because it's bigger than Trump, because it's happened with other candidates, not just Republicans, but some Democrats too. And this idea that, well, we could just lead the private life and blah, blah. But that action that you're doing is saying something. It's cueing who you are. So that when you get into office and you do something that is similar to the shady thing you did that we know about in your private life, that is a reflection on you.
Oh man,
I just,
you know what
well,
I'm gonna say, right?
go
You know
ahead,
what I'm
go
gonna say,
ahead.
right?
I'm just
Uh,
saying, it's just
eh,
all these flawed characters that are in government, that are in politics. They've done all these questionable things in their private life, and then you see their policy and their history in politics, and you see all the problems they've done. They kind of coincide with each other. That was like a no-brainer, a dead giveaway right there. That's all I'm saying. I'm not
so
surprised that somebody like Trump is doing what he's doing in the government. I'm not surprised. I'm not
so
surprised Mitch McConnell has done what he's done when you look at his backstory and where he's come up from.
all right. I mean, that's cool. You know, everybody said women no such thing as morality, but there is a such thing as ethics, right?
Yeah,
Ethics being how you conduct yourself around, within certain parameters of government. I totally agree with that. Morality, totally different thing. If a person cheats on his wife, that's an elected official. I don't give a damn. I just don't, because it has no effect on your or standing when it comes to governance, or whatever your elected capacity, whatever the capacity of your job is. It don't got now having a Nazi tattoo. Now that definitely can have a standing on your position, because I would assume if you got a Nazi tattoo, that means you feel some type of way about a certain ethnic group. You know what I'm saying? So that's an ethical impasse that we got to come to. You know what I'm saying? To me, when you talk about morals, it's different in the sense of talking about ethics. You know what I'm saying? When we're dealing with ethics, we're talking about something that is coded in the social dynamic of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Your morals, I don't give a shit about your morals. Your morals is your morals. My morals is my morals. Now, once you step into the halls of government, you leave that shit at the door. And we have bylaws and a certain standard that we go off of as it pertains to how we conduct ourselves in this house of government. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So that's my thing on it. Personal issues when it comes to morality with elected officials, who cares? You know what I'm
So
saying? I don't think you should be kicked out of office because you cheated on your wife.
no, you shouldn't be kicked out of office because you cheat on your wife, but you should be, as a voter, recognize, okay, he does, because to cheat on your wife or to cheat on your husband, right? There's an involvement of what? Lies, deception, half truths, mistruth, right? All the qualities you don't want the person as an elected official that is responsible to make the decisions to make your life right, correct? You are going to feel
Yeah. I
good.
agree. I agree with that.
Credit card companies, I could be paying a particular credit card every time, on time, all the time. But this other one over here on this side, I just didn't do it. And the one that I'm making the payment for, they see you didn't do that one, they're gonna lower your credit limit. They're gonna do all these other things, right? If they see that you're going to the 99-cent store, they're going in the dollar store shopping. Oh, we're gonna lower their credit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're looking at actions that you do, and then they're equating that to the quality of who you are. and then they lower the fake. It's the same way. That's what I'm saying. It's not about it's not about, oh, he cheated, get him out right now. No. It's saying something about who you are as a person, your decision-making process, and who you are to the core. That is something you can never run away from. And voters should be watching.
Talking about ostracizing somebody. I get it.
Okay.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm in that aspect, it comes down to vetting. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And vetting is our job as voters, especially in the primary. You know what I'm saying?
And we're not doing that.
You know, but even with me, I certain what we was call chinks in your morality armor. Even around that, hey, look, I'm looking at what your policies are. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that's what you're supposed to be looking at. But I understand if a person is conniving and snarky in the simple shit, you should only expect it when they get in. I get it.
100%.
I'm not gonna disagree with that. But that's something that's got to be up to us. You know what I'm saying? But again, you must understand we dealing with the world of deplorables. Deplorables don't give a shit about stuff like that. They give a shit about owning and live. They don't give a damn if you stabbed your wife 5 times and fucking buried her in the backyard. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. That's just what it is. And now it's looking like lefty loonies don't give a damn. They don't give a damn if you Zeke Heil walking down the street. Hey, you for locking up Netanyahu? We with you. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So, unfortunately, we're living in that time right now. And it go back to the point that Black Sun made. And, according to what's going on right now, I got to say it's true. The pendulum is swinging left. That's just a fact. It's swinging left and not in a good way. It's just not. This is me looking at it from a panoramic view. I think what we're seeing right now with leftist politics is dangerous. Look no further than the example of this guy Graham Plattner. He just said he got a damn Nazi tattoo and niggas don't tip. That's what he said.
Oh, you can't make this stuff up, man. It's like a movie.
You got people defending it. You got now again, like I said, the niggas don't tip part. I mean, that's kind of funny. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even really think he said it like in a racist way. I think it was like, he just told something off a stereotype. But even with that, come on, you got to conduct yourself accordingly. Now I agree with him. Niggas don't tip. I ain't never worked in the restaurant industry. So I ain't never had to deal with it personally. But I done went to restaurants with niggas, and they damn sure don't tip. I done been to nice restaurants, like nice ones. And, all us go, you know what I'm saying? And we have a good time, and not now one of us leave $1 tip. I'm like, hell, we paid enough. Shit. Y'all better figure it out. But now, they getting your ass with the gratuity. Don't come in there with 4-5 people. They gonna gratuity the hell out your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna get it.
I don't like that.
They gonna
just
get it
make
either
the price
way.
higher. Just be more transparent on your pricing, and just price it what it needs to be. I did the whole notion of tipping. I just think is just so wrong. In other countries, they don't even do it. They'll look at you funny and they'll get mad at you if you try to tip them. I just think it's been exploited.
I don't necessarily think that we. So again, I'm a capitalist. I don't think us as the consumer partaking in the restaurant experience need to know about a gratuity. Just add the shit in the motherfucking price of whatever items you get. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to know that. But at the
Exactly.
same time, when at the end of the night, when y'all doing whatever y'all do, part of whatever the price of that item is needs to be part of what y'all tipping everybody at the end of the night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When a person does inventory on the items that they have, they make sure they add in all the necessities as it pertains to what it took to get that item on the shelf. You know that I mean
Yeah.
you work in retail, you know that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The same need to be with restaurant. How much of it costs for you to get the shit shipped to you? How much of it costs for you to serve it? Add all that shit in the price of the item. Then I eat it, and then at the end of the night, y'all divvy it up the way y'all see fit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, if it's too high for me, I say it's too high for me. That it is what it is. But you know, most people going to restaurants for the experience anyway, so they gonna pay. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? But yeah, I don't need to look on the damn ticket when you give it to me at the end of dinner, and I got to see shit down talking about 18% gratuity.
But
Fuck you mean 18%?
they getting bolder and more in your face with it now, because you can go into a restaurant or any kind of place serving food, and you're just at the counter just picking up food or buying food and leaving, and the first thing it's saying is tip.
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
you
And
picking
even
up
at fast
something to
food
go.
restaurants.
Yep.
Yeah, even
Yep.
at fast food, man, that's the first thing pop up.
Yep.
Talking about a
Yep.
tip. I'm like, man, I'm ordering to go, man. I ain't leaving you no damn tip.
And they do it in such a way that if you just you know, you're just trying to pay and you're just going past everything, go next, 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 and you didn't know that part was it's all automatically set at
Yeah.
the highest one.
Yeah,
Or
yeah. You got to put in custom.
yep.
That's what I do.
Yep.
I hit custom 0 on your motherfucking ass,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
then when you do it, they look at you in shame.
yeah.
I'm like, man. I'm like, man, why are you looking at me like that, man?
In
That,
during the pandemic, I ordered DoorDash, Papa John's one night, and I paid. You know, they increased the price on DoorDash to begin with, and
yeah,
then there's the fees, like 2 or 3 different fees that they add to it, plus the delivery. I paid all that stuff, and then when it came to the tip, I put like $2 in. The girl came to my door, knocked. I looked to go get my pizza. She's like, "Oh, I just need to talk to you about the tip. It's too low." I'm like, "What? What you mean it's too low, man?" So I just was like, "Man, that's all the money I got, man. That's my last bit of dollars."
yeah.
So,
Shit, I just gave you my last, man.
oh my goodness, she just
Damn, bro.
it's getting really in your face and aggressive. I think that's just bad business, to be honest. That really is.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. But
be
I
more
feel for them.
transparent.
Yeah, I feel for them like Uber Eats and DoorDash, because man, you talking about working for scraps and putting stress on your vehicle at the same time. But I feel
Exactly.
for them, man. I
But it
feel
shouldn't
for
be
them,
that
man.
way. It shouldn't be that way. They should have got paid right to begin with. The fact that the companies are trying to throw some of the cost of the operation onto the consumer in that way is insane. It's
Yeah,
insane.
it's
I mean,
techno
man,
feudalism, bro.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
if you wanted to see an example of techno feudalism, look no further than the rideshare business, bro. That shit is insane.
People need to stop doing that. It's dangerous too because, like, that's a serial killer's dream to have Uber. You mean people are just gonna willingly come in my car? It's
Yeah,
a serial killer's dream, man. Like they probably, man, we should have had this in the 70s.
yeah. But you know, even that shit is in danger, man. Like, I was in the city a couple of weeks ago, and you know they got the Waymos. I don't know if you've seen the Waymos yet.
No.
I'm not getting in them. Me personally, I won't get in one.
Oh, you mean where it drives automatic? Is that what
Yeah,
that is?
yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
man,
okay.
them shits was everywhere downtown, man. Like I'm like, hell, man. If you feel comfortable getting in that, I would rather get in a Waymo than a Uber. You know, hell, you gotta look at it in another light. I mean, just getting in a random straight, it ain't like getting in like a traditional taxi where you know,
Right,
okay, this a company, like these people like work at an actual job.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas a Uber, I mean, of course,
Anybody can be that.
yeah, it can be
Anybody can
anybody.
sign it. Yeah,
Yeah, it's convenient as hell. I ain't gonna say that it ain't, but you know, at the same time, I don't know who the hell you is. You know what I'm saying?
exactly,
So
exactly.
you know, yeah, you're right. But hey, AI is about to take over the taxi industry anyway. So it is what it is.
Especially,
You ain't gonna have to leave no tip for Johnny Five when he ordered your Papa John. Johnny Five
especially,
don't need no tip.
especially for women getting in there. Like that's just insane,
Yeah, I
man.
mean, hell, that's
Talk
probably like the most is women.
right, the most
Yeah,
vulnerable situation right there. That's crazy.
yeah, man. So yeah, you're right, man. That ride share service industry, man. I like they work for scraps, man. Like literal scraps, bro. Like you know, I got a cousin, man. You know, he do Uber full time,
Yeah,
and like on the onset, it looked like it's an okay gig,
yeah,
but the amount of stress that you putting on your car, you gotta account for gas. I mean, it's as if you're running your own business, but not running your own business.
right.
You know what I'm
Because you're
saying?
not getting the money you should.
Yeah, you ain't getting the profits for nothing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And they want you to have
Eh,
water and snacks and stuff for
Yeah,
people like
yeah.
that.
That shit is crazy, man. That shit is crazy. But yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You're absolutely right. So another thing happened. You see all the people, like the elite people in Venezuela, they running away. It was said
Yeah.
yes. It was said. I believe it was yesterday, or it may have happened today, that all these people done left the country. Now these ain't regular Venezuelan people. These people that actually can afford to leave. You
Right.
know, like so they getting the hell on. Trump and Higgs have had a press conference today talking about the two survivors on the last boat that they blew up, and
Oh
they just let
Lord.
them go. Yeah, they just let them go. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. The whole thing is supposed to be drug cartel, this, that. So y'all didn't lock these people up. Y'all just let them go. It was two
I guess.
survivors on that boat.
Yep. They probably weren't supposed to be. They probably aren't like cartel members or drug dealers or whatever. They're probably just
Well,
regular
yeah,
ass
we
people.
don't know. Because they ain't telling us. We don't damn know. You know what I'm
Because
saying? I think they say
why would you
one
let them go?
was from Ecuador and the other one was from Colombia.
Yeah.
They said they treated their wounds or whatever and sent them back to their respective country. Now, last I
Wow.
checked, that ain't what you do to a criminal.
Exactly. Exactly.
I
Here's
don't see no cops
$5,000 while
shooting
you're on your way.
somebody and they go to the hospital. Huh?
Here's $5,000
What?
while you're on your way, and don't sue us.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about blowing your leg off. You know what I'm saying? We're going to give you world class accommodations in the hospital, then we're going to send you on your way. And we'll even throw in a prosthetic leg.
This feels like a movie, man. This don't seem like real life.
Hey, man. You know, and you know, going back to Black Sun, to his point, he also agreed that what they doing in the Caribbean is wrong. Is wrong.
Right.
If this shit
Which
was if this shit was really
that's a
about,
rare
yeah,
concession from Blackstone.
oh yeah, because hey, it's only a certain amount of dumb shit that you can defend. You know, I don't know if he had just met his limit. I don't know. So
You see, Kelly Ray said, so who are we blaming for the shutdown? That's an obvious one.
I mean, that's clearly obvious. The Democrats don't control nothing in government.
Exactly. And Trump
So
is now setting a record for the most shutdowns, the longest duration of shutdowns collectively overall. And it's just like he's just the records that Trump break are like the ones you don't want to be there with.
Right. So again, like I said, the etymology of the word politics is compromise. All the Republicans got to do, all Mike Johnson got to do is sit down at the table with Hakeem Jeffries and Schumer and say, hey, look, what do we need to do to get the government back open? That's all he got to do.
Yep. You mean fund
won't do it.
Obamacare? Keep funding Obamacare, and they're clearly against that. So then their own constituents, which are overwhelmingly more than the Democrats, Republicans use Obamacare, Affordable Care Act more than the Democrats do. So you got to explain to your own constituents, why are you against this that's helping me?
Well, hell, I would disagree with you, Van Cat. I would say that they're not the majority on the ACA. They're the majority on Medicare. They're the majority on Medicare and Medicaid. So they getting free health care any fucking way. And hell, that's gonna be soon cut off too.
Oh,
so
yeah,
there's that. A lot of people that's on the ACA, these are people like of course it's Republicans on it, but more or less these are people that don't got a sufficient amount of health care like on their employee plan. You know what I'm saying?
Right, then turn left.
I would argue that
their state are Republican led, and those Republican governors chose to not go in with the ACA, and that is what's created.
That's true, yeah.
That created a lot of, and the Republicans are the majority because there was a poll done. There was a poll done that was measuring how many percentage of people in the United States use the Affordable Care Act. Only 20% of independents use the Affordable Care Act. And then the Republicans used it about 10 to 12% more than the Democrats. So
okay. So they use both the ACA and Medicare, Medicaid.
It's not just one. They need everything. They need everything. Man, when I look at those videos of West Virginia and I see like what's going on over there, how the poverty and whatnot that's over there, it's real, man. It's real.
I done seen it with my own eyes, bro.
They're struggling.
When I used to ride through West Virginia, and I always said this, West Virginia looked like a fucking. It's hard to describe West Virginia, bro. I ain't never seen a place that just looked. I mean, the shit looked like something out of the damn early 1900s, late 1800s, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is going? Even the Capitol. I used to ride up through what's that? I think it's 84. I forget the interstate number, but going through Charleston, West Virginia. That's supposedly the biggest city. Like it's the capital of West Virginia. It ain't nothing in that motherfucker. Nothing. Now, they got the gold dome and that's it. I'm like, man, this is like the big city in West Virginia. Like this ain't shit.
Yep.
The hills have eyes, man. The hills have eyes. That's all I see.
Yep.
That's all I. But yeah, you're right.
It's all wasted people. Like they're wasting all these people. There should be businesses and jobs built in all throughout there. The amount of money that has been left on the table is crazy to me. Like in the United States, there shouldn't be so many of those areas that are depleted like that. It's crazy.
Yeah. West Virginia. Now, if I was to make a case. Now this is gonna sound weird, Van Cat, coming from me.
Yeah. Okay.
If I was to make a case to say, hey, look, this is what happens when capitalism goes bad.
Right.
What West Virginia would be that case.
Wow.
That's just a fact. Because remember, West Virginia was known for the coal industry. That you made big time. People were making $125,000, $150,000 working in the coal mine. Now you're gonna die at 40 years old, but still you made a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
And we got people not making that money right now today. That was decades ago they were making that money.
That was decades
so that's how
ago.
significant that money is. So if you adjust that, if you adjust those dollars for today's dollars, it's even way bigger.
Exactly. We talking about probably in its late stages, the 80s. That's late stage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When shit start to really fall apart.
And who was the president during the 80s? Reagan. All roads of misery comes from Reagan. Starts right there.
Right. And like you said, you're right. Even at that time, coal miners was making $100,000.
Yep.
Again, caveat, mesothelioma, I can't even say the fucking word.
Mesothelioma. Yep.
Yeah, it was gonna take your ass up out of here.
Oh yeah.
But your family was gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
When ultra industrialism came in with the coal industry, when they figured out, hey, look, we ain't gotta hire these people. We got machinery now that can like do this shit for us.
I think that's better.
And yeah, I mean, yeah, it's better. But when you just sweep the rug, I agree with you, Van. I'm not saying it's not.
They didn't have a plan. They didn't have a plan to replace the situation for the people, and that was heinous.
They pulled the rug. They pulled the rug up under.
Yeah, that's wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
There should have been replacement jobs.
Right, and not only that, you had so many surrounding cottage industries that depended on the coal industry. You got to think about the diner owners. You got to think about the fucking PPE manufacturers that were all around that specified in coal mining. All that shit went away when the coal industry went away. All of it. So now you left with motherfuckers just in the mountains. Just I guess I fucked my sister, or whatever, and that's what started happening.
Yep.
That's what started happening. It's hard to say it like that, but it's true.
Yep, it's real. As you see, the Republican, that Republican lawmaker, he went ahead and tried to make it not be a criminal offense to have sex with your cousin and stuff like that. Like only a Republican is going to think about stuff like that.
Yeah,
like that's ridiculous.
The reason Joe Manchin had so much success in West Virginia because he was the guy, that was fighting to hold on to some type of inkling of that industry. That's it. They would have went MAGA maniac long time ago, like long time ago, but they didn't because Joe Manchin was specific on what he was talking about for his state. Joe Manchin was pro-union.
Yeah.
So he was fighting for everything that he could, even though it was scraps. He was fighting for it with those remnants of that industry in West Virginia. That's why they went for him for so long. But after it dwindled, it was over with. MAGA, baby.
How is it that, just like you said, okay, so you're dying at an early age. Mainly men were down there. You're down at this early age. You're making a lot of money. Now you got computers and machines that can do it. How do you not set up something, another industry, a big company to set up in that area? How does a politician not broker to get some sort of major contract or something? Work with the federal government. Let's get some kind of, because we do this all the time in the government, right? We have all these pork-laden bills and all these contracts that go to in the military industrial complex and the friend of this politician and blah, blah, blah. How do you not have something, a project aimed in West Virginia that they could do? It doesn't have to be coal. It don't even have to be energy related. But there's so many industries that exist. How do you not get one of them to base themselves out of there and prop up a business model in that area to replace what they're losing? And now life is extended and you still get, close to the same money or whatnot. How is that not possible?
Well, cause that costs money, and the whole name of the game is to like not pay your ass. So I mean,
But
you asked me, man. I told you. You know what I'm saying?
I get that, but I think sometimes corporations and rich people, they get caught up in like the cost of things and the initial hardship to get something running. Whereas if you would have done this 10, 20 years ago, that industry would be right now thriving in West Virginia. People be employed. That would be money being made because you would have done the heavy lifting way back then, which, by the way, would have been way cheaper to implement back then. Right now, try to do that right now with all the high cost of everything that we are experiencing right now. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, to not have that presence of mind to understand the importance of something getting done. Like, that means that it came across the politician's mind and they're like, nah, we don't want to go through all that. And they're willing to have the demise and the downfall of an entire state of people rather than doing the little heavy work, which isn't as nearly as heavy as it would be if we started it right now.
Well,
that's the kind of thinking I can say. Huh?
It sounds like you America first then. Because I would make the argument, right?
Yeah.
So we talk about H-1B visas and shit like that.
Yeah.
The reason that a lot of companies go with H-1B visas because they knock out a step, that you're talking about.
Exactly. Whereas, it's very lazy.
Yeah.
Because you're not investing in your own people.
Right. Instead of putting in the time, money, and effort to train a generation that can handle IT systems and intricate computer systems that go with like the mechanization of an industry, why the fuck would I do that when I can get Vishnu or somebody from damn New Delhi that already got the expertise to come in at a cheaper rate and do the shit right now?
See, but MD,
so I can literally go from manual to automated at the snap of a finger. I ain't gotta wait.
But MD, that's called half-assing. And when you half-ass, you make a full ass out of yourself. How can you make things great in America? Make America great again? How are you making things great when you're not doing anything great to prop up the people so that the greatness can occur? You can't half-ass greatness. You have to put in the work at some level to get there. So the unwillingness to want to do the diligence to make things great means that you're not that great. So it's a false prophet.
I put it to you like this: we are making something great. We're making
what's that?
Capitalism great. So what I'm telling you is, and let me put a caveat. I don't necessarily have an issue with H-1B visa. I
have an issue.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's anti-American.
It's anti-American.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, hey, I'm about to go on Trump website right now. Give me your address at the end of the show so I can send you a MAGA hat, bro.
Okay, so let me clarify. So I'm not against people in the world coming to the country because this is America. You're supposed to invite people, immigrants, to come over here. I'm just saying you need to lay down the foundation and the groundwork so that the people that are here can get acclimated. If you say that we don't have the skills, well, we don't have the process to get those skills. Those people in their country, they got the process to get those skills because their country did it for them. Why are we not doing it for us? So you can't complain about us not having something that they have when you never provided it for us, but their people are providing it for them. and then you turn around behind our back and hire those people, frig you. That's anti-American. You're literally anti-American. So it's not about them and being like they don't need to be here. It's not about that. It's just the groundwork and the process that should be laid down for the people here to achieve those same levels of skills need to be here. We shouldn't be faced with multi-million-dollar debts in school education to try to get there. That's ridiculous. When they didn't have to go through that. So I'm just saying it's anti-American.
All right, so I'll put it to you like that. I don't disagree with what you're saying in the respect that there should be some type of infrastructure that is a pipeline for companies or whatever to train up the next generation of IT professionals and so on. I don't disagree with that. What I will say in regards to capitalism, they do that. They just do it in reverse. You know, a lot of tech companies, they do train people in IT and send them to college or what. They just don't do it in America. That's just a fact. You know, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, their H-1B program is specific. So what they train up people in India and other countries to specifically come over here for them jobs. So they do exactly what you're saying.
Just the wrong way.
They do it the wrong way.
I mean, Americans have been getting shafted for a long time. And there's no end to come because the same people that are doing the shafting are not being held accountable. And they can't be held accountable because Americans have no idea who is doing these things to them. Well, all we're doing is having a bunch of cast of characters in politics so that we can shift blame. Nancy Pelosi, Hakeem Jeffries, Mitch McConnell, all these people. We just have them as caricatures and we just blame them and then the blanketed party blame. And they need to understand what the hell is what. Like, why is this like that? And a lot of this is not from today. It's from the past, usually Reagan, that created that path. Man, everything needs to be accountable and every bill should be, it's hard to get like information about like these bills that get passed too. Like when I do searching for it and whatnot, it doesn't come up very easily and it's not laid out in layman's terms when you find it.
A lot of the time you need to know like the HR number or the SB number.
Yeah, that's wrong. That should be readily popping up in Google and any other search engine. That needs to happen like ASAP. Like there's so many things that need to change. Like the whole issue we having right now with this government shutdown. Why the hell are people not getting paid when the government shut down? They need to pass a law to stop this nonsense because it didn't happen for many years. It's a recent thing, mainly with Obama, a tool used to keep Obama in line to where we threaten to shut the government down or give us what we want. They did it in the 90s too with Bill Clinton as well. But this is a tool that needs to go away, that if the government ever shuts down, they automatically have to pay out contracts that were already written, and they got to pay out all the TSA people and all that stuff because they have nothing to do with it. Like they got to be, or they need to open up a fund that puts money in there all year long. And when there's some kind of disaster like a hurricane or like a government shutdown, they can tap into that well to pay them while the buffoonery is happening.
Right.
Something.
Yeah, because ain't no way in hell I'm going to work and not getting paid. It ain't.
Oh my God, I know
it ain't happening, bro.
I would have been left.
It's not happening like at all. Now I get once the government open back up, a lot of people get back pay, but I can't afford.
But not all of them.
Yeah. Trump already done said some of them ain't getting it.
Exactly. So you got to wish and hope that you're one of them.
I'm talking about theoretically speaking.
Yeah.
When the government open back up, you're supposed to get back pay. But who the hell can wait for that? You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody wait for no damn back pay, especially when you don't know when the shit gonna open. You don't
my
know.
landlord is pretty on board with this. He's very forgiving. He understands. So he'll wait 3-4 months for me to finally get a paycheck. Yeah, that's happening.
Yeah, so yeah, you're absolutely right, man. Like, again, from the aspect of looking at it in a capitalist lens, I don't have no issue with it per se. All I'm saying is capitalism is also about competition, and if you pigeonhole in one side just to funnel in another, like that ain't capitalism. You know, that's a manipulation of the market, and that's anti-capitalist at the end of
I'll
the day.
take it further. So you said capitalism promotes competition, and it's supposed to then keep prices down and all this stuff. But 30 years ago in the meat industry, there were probably 30 companies. Today, there's like 3.
Yeah,
You know, so
I just said that
yeah,
manipulation,
so capitalism.
monopolies are not capitalists.
Yeah,
That ain't capitalist. That's anti-capitalist.
exactly.
If you manipulating the market, or you funnel in certain caveats of a market in order to buy out somebody, that ain't damn. The whole point of capitalism. I'm talking about real free market capitalism,
Which we
not the shit
barely
that we
see.
live.
Which we barely see.
I would argue we don't see it at all. I would argue that. But in a true free market capitalist society, you wouldn't have monopoly because everything will be always evolve. It'll be like a circle of life. Companies
Yeah,
die, companies grow. Companies die, companies grow, because it'll be so much of it. A lot of people. I don't know if you know about Ezra Levin, not Ezra Levin, Ezra Klein.
yeah,
You know, he got this thing about abundance, right?
yeah,
On its face, it's a good thing. I don't think he portrayed it in the right light, but on his face, it's a good thing. Basically, what he says is America should be on a abundance system, meaning that it's just so much of every fucking thing. Prices will be good for everybody.
yes,
Even when it comes to like real estate and property development, it'll be
right.
so much. It'll be so much of it that uh rent control. It'll naturally control itself based on the fact that it's so much. It should be like 1,000 New York cities, shit like that.
Yeah,
On his face, it sounds good. I don't like the way he portray it, but I don't deny that it's a possibility on what could be. Now that's capitalism. Some people hate on it. Lefty loonies hate on it. They don't like the abundance agenda. But I can't knock it either, because I understand what he's saying. So
but even
yeah,
with that abundance theory, wouldn't it make sense to define the lowest that you could go and the highest you can go as it pertains to everything, with pricing on food, pricing on housing, pricing on healthcare, the wage, like we're not properly putting that red line to where, like after COVID, they wanted to put people back in line, so they hide under inflation and they say, oh, inflation's here. So then that gave the red light to have people have their rent go in one calendar year up $1,000. I know a
yeah, that's
person
crazy.
personally that went, his rent went up $1,000, and we use the excuse and the guise of inflation. So shouldn't in the government, in politicians, have set a red line to where, okay, things can go up, but it can't go past this line? Like, why is this conversation not happening? Why is this not even in place yet? So that you don't create a situation where a landlord could just jack it up like with that. And again, nothing is being improved. You still got your 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom and 1 bathroom or whatever the hell you got. It never upgraded. It never enhanced. It never got better. It's the same place with rats and roaches in it. And it went from the price it was to $1,000 more. And it wasn't an isolated incident, as we know. We know people were being jacked up from $300, $400, $500, $600, $800 all across the country.
Yeah.
2021, 2022. That was happening all over after a global freaking pandemic. So a lot of people lost jobs. Then they had to get jobs that was paying lower than the job they used to have. And they're just trying to find their way. And now faced with that in their face. That's insanity. Why isn't there a red line to avoid it from getting overly ridiculous like that?
Yeah, hey man, hey, I don't disagree. I think in the grand scheme, when it comes to shit like rent, because I mean, hell, I rent. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to rent, it needs to be more of a zone focus with a lot of these bullshit ass zoning laws. See, what they're doing is they getting away with what they call quote unquote prime real estate or shit like that, based on a myriad of factors, right? They got every right to rent whatever, however they want to rent it, how much ever, but have it based off. I should be able to see if you say, okay, you raising my rent. I should be able to see point for point the reasons why, like detail on paper. I got to sign the lease at the end of the day, don't I?
Right.
So
right.
Instead of you telling me such and such dollars on such and such day, you need to be telling me such and such dollars as why it pertains to the increase, and give me the numbers. You know, I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that at all. Like I said, I can't afford to live in the city. I wish I cannot afford to live in the city at all. Let me not say I can't afford it. I refuse to pay those exorbitant prices. That's bullshit. Even where I live at now, again, you know, because so many people are moving there, and there's so much shit going on. Not this year, but last year my rent went up because it's a hot town right now.
Right.
But tell me what's going on. I mean, I get it. Everybody want to come, but you need to tell me something.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, you know, yeah, you're right, man. You're right. But yeah, man. So yeah, that's what's going on with that, man. What I guess we can do one last thing. Trump want reparations. Trump want what's the number? $230 million for the pain and suffering.
Oh boy.
Of what he had to go through last year with all them court cases. He want reparations, man.
Wow.
And the sad part about it is I believe he's gonna get it.
What?
I believe he's gonna get it, man. Like
how?
Because it's his DOJ. Who gonna tell him no? Who?
Lord. But okay, so even though it's his DOJ, that court case would have to go through a court system. That doesn't mean that it can happen, or unless the people in it. Well, I don't know. Sometimes
it wouldn't go through no court, because the way they explained it, that okay, if he sues the DOJ directly, right? If he sues the DOJ directly.
Peace out to Jesse.
Oh, Jesse in the house. What's up, Jesse? So if he sues the DOJ directly, the DOJ could just settle. They could settle. They ain't got to go through no court case.
Okay.
And because it's his DOJ, they can settle and just give him the fucking money.
Oh man, this is insane, man.
And the shit that we already done seen, who's to say that ain't gonna happen?
Right. That's because the stuff we already seen has been ridiculous. So they got a plane and everything. Like, this is just insane. We got a plane that's worth millions of dollars. We got all this money that's being exploited from the presidency itself. We got a ballroom, millions of dollars. and like still nothing on trying to regulate or control food prices and all the issues that came with that. We're screwed forever because like I listen to people talk about it, and everybody feels the same way. Like it's never gonna go down. Like the prices on certain things will just never go down because this moment in time gave them excuse to be able to charge it at that price. You never see a corporation or a company say we're gonna lower it unless something dramatic happens.
Right.
Like the financial collapse or something happened. But other than that, if everything's just trucking around normally, they don't willingly say, okay, we're gonna stop charging this amount for it. It's
Yeah.
always going to be highlighted because one, the consumer has been conditioned over a few years now of paying that higher price. Like they have nothing to say. Okay, we need to normalize because I went in for I had a cold, I had my allergies killing me the last few days, and it was real bad today. So I went to the Walgreens to go get some Vicks, the
Yeah.
Vicks inhaler. Man, I'm used to Vicks inhaler. I don't know if I'm old or not, but I'm used to the Vicks inhaler being $3, maybe $4. These niggas charging
Well, you talking about vape? You talking
$13.99.
about vapor rub?
The Vicks inhaler, the one you screw out and put in your nose, that tube you put in your nose and you inhale, the Vicks
Oh,
inhaler. That never
yeah.
used to be that much. Like what the fuck? Almost $15 for a single one.
Yeah,
I ain't
man.
never
Yeah,
seen that.
drugs is high, bro. They high as hell. That's just what it is, man. Like anything
That
in
took me for a
CVS and
loop.
Walgreens, that shit is high, bro. That shit is like, yeah, it seemed like, man, we used to go to the store, man, and get like simple shit, man, like Tylenol or whatever, aspirin, whatever. Yeah, all that shit is high, bro. It's high. I don't understand why. Like NyQuil, man, NyQuil $11, $12. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes.
So I'm like, damn, man. I used to get NyQuil. You used to go to NyQuil, man, get NyQuil for $5 in the stuff. Shit, not no more, man. Not no more, bro. But
Yeah.
hey, Marjorie Taylor Greene said it, man. Prices were better on the Biden. So that's just what it is. That's just what
So
it is. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
no, go ahead, MD.
I done forgot what I'm about to say now.
Oh Lord, I was trying to avoid
The
that.
guy who got locked up for threatening to kill Hakeem Jeffries, the January
Yeah,
6th guy. Like
yeah.
they asked him about that too today. A reporter asked him. He said, "Have you heard about the news about one of the people that you pardoned was arrested for threatening to kill?" Trump didn't give a damn.
Never does.
He ain't give a
Never
damn at
does.
all, bro.
Those are the Patriots that he keeps talking about.
Yeah, and I believe this was like the second or third guy. Remember
Man,
earlier on,
there's another one that raped a girl. Oh,
yeah,
I'm sorry, raped a girl. There's another one that I
that
think
got killed
either
by the
killed.
cops. Yeah, he
Yes,
got
yeah,
killed by the cops.
yeah. They have
Yeah.
been committing crimes ever since they got released.
Hey, Trump said it was a good thing to pardon him, man. You know.
So what about the thing on the NBA that you heard that came out as far as the gambling on
I saw
games?
something about that today.
Yeah.
They said it was Chauncey Billups and somebody else.
Yeah, Chauncey Billups and Rozier. It's crazy, man, because in the beginning it was just those two being mentioned. Then it was another player mentioned, and now it's like upwards of 30 plus people involved with more to come.
Damn.
See right here on the screen, these three here. I'm a Portland Trailblazer fan, been that since the early 90s. And Chauncey Billups is the head coach of the Portland Trailblazers, which, by the way, when he came into the job, he already had a hurdle with a rape case, a grape case. that they had to get by just to get him in the job. There was a woman under the tutelage of Greg Popovich that was also going for the job. I think they should have got the woman the whole time. They went with him. We wouldn't have this issue, man, because these niggas just wow. And you know, it's crazy because there's so much information coming out about it, but it got even like the more I'm watching, the more I'm like, oh my God, it's just getting more and more deeper. And now it's more politically tied in. Trump administration, of course, you know, Kash Patel, he had to make the announcement earlier today about it. But the political aspect comes into play because, as you know, the NBA is a progressive league. And they are probably the most anti-Trump league in sports. You know, NFL is way more friendly.
I would agree with that. I would definitely agree with that.
Yeah, so you know, Steph Curry and the Warriors in 2017, they declined to go to the White House to do a championship celebration in the White House because Trump is in the White House. So you know, there's some you know, Trump has hurt feelings. I mean, this guy, it's like a friggin' woman, but he's always butthurt about things, about people that don't like him and stuff like that. So obviously their eyes are gonna light up when they see these kinds of things happening. What's being put out here is that Chauncey Billups, like in 2023, Damian Lillard was still on the Trailblazers. There was a specific game that I guess he benched and said Damian Lillard's not going to play. Because, you know, Damian Lillard at that time was averaging almost 33 points a game. So your chances are very high, or at least higher, to win a game with him in it than with him without it. So I guess he has like all these bets and stuff that go on behind the scenes.
Point shaving, basically.
Yeah, they were manipulating a lot of the games. So is this guy Rozier that played for Miami Heat. It's insane. Like from what I understood, so Terry Rozier, Damon Jones is another one, Chauncey Billups, and they all were doing similar things. But the thing with Chauncey Billups is that he has this poker thing that he was doing that was connected to the mafia.
Oh man, he was running an underground casino.
Yeah, and they were cheating. He was cheating people. You worked hard to get this coaching job, and you're pretty much doing good for yourself being a head coach in the NBA, a black head coach, by the way, in the NBA, which, you know, for a long time, you know, there wasn't too many of them. They wouldn't get many chances. So the fact that he got it, and like, this is what you're doing with it, is ridiculous. But
so did y'all play opening night last night, right?
Yeah, he coached the game, and then this morning, the FBI around 6 o'clock this morning, they knocked on his door and arrested him.
Damn.
You know? All three of these guys were arrested, and then an additional 30 plus other people were arrested as well.
Damn. So yeah. Do you think Cash gonna try to put like a RICO?
Cash Patel.
I'm serious. Yeah,
I know you're serious. I know Cash Patel. He could do any and everything. And again, this thin skin administration, knowing full well, you know, the NBA is a rival of Trump. This is not a good look for the NBA overall. This is very embarrassing, to be honest. This guy, Terry Rozier, that played for the Heat, he's been under investigation now for the last 2 years. The NBA did an investigation, and I guess they came back that, well, they didn't find anything. So they allowed him to play. But obviously, the FBI has been monitoring it behind the scenes, and they got more resources and information. So they have all this extra stuff on him. There was one thing they said about Terry Rozier that, you know, like with the gambling, you gamble on in sports and in basketball, you gamble different scenarios and factors. So, like, how much points will this guy get? How much time will he stay in the game? How much, different things, assists, rebounds, all those things. It's like different factors that you can bet on. So I guess he went in the game, and in a few minutes he said, "Oh, my leg, take me out." He goes out the game, and then he goes about it with his betting. He went off, left the game and everything, and he's betting. So, like, the manipulation of the game and the factors of the game that they manipulated so that they could tell, like, buddies and friends, like, how to, what to expect to bet against certain things happening, and that they are actively influencing, is so sketchy and crazy to me.
Yeah.
This the NBA. I don't know, man. They just had their opening night, and boom, this is here.
Trump trying to get you niggas out the NBA. Trump won an all Eastern European NBA. hey, Porzingis, man, he looked good last night. I watched that game last night against Toronto. We lost, of course.
Yeah,
because Hawks don't play defense like whatsoever.
Yeah,
but overall the team looked good. Like I ain't no basketball guy, but Porzingis, he looked real good. I'm glad we got him.
The other night, the people inside the NBA, like Barkley and them, they were saying that they think the Hawks are going to make the playoffs this year. They didn't make the playoffs last year at all. They didn't make it.
Yeah.
So.
Trey, man. Trey don't play defense, bro. It is what it is.
But
like
he shoots deep threes, so that's not that's not bad. That's a trade-off you're willing to take. When you need a shot, he can make it.
So yeah, man, they about to put the RICO charge on all you niggas in the NBA.
No, this is disgusting. And I think they said more to come. Like, so that means
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they about to knock you Negroes out the box in the NBA, man. It's going to be NBA Europe in a minute, bro.
Yeah, they need to find the Portland Trailblazers. The Portland Trailblazers need to distance themselves away from Chauncey. Again, he came in with some red flags, and now we got this. Like, what the hell? So
who's going to be the interim coach out there now?
They have I forgot who the person was they said, but, it's like, I don't know if it's the assistant coach or another person nearby the team that will just take it over for the time being.
Damn, man, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
At the start, it's almost like they timed that, bro.
It feels like it. It does feel like it. Like what's the best? Because they didn't do it in the summer. They didn't. Yeah, didn't. They waited till the season officially start, and then boom.
NBA on NBC.
Yeah.
Criminal charges filed.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But it's scary too, man, because especially with your own team, when you got a team and the shit just feel rigged, like really rigged.
Yep.
And come to find out, it is.
Yeah. If you got players doing that, like, that's insane. Like they were like giving tips to other people saying, hey, this person's not going to be playing tonight. That person's not going to be playing. Like, even LeBron James and the Lakers are involved with this as well, too. Like some people on the staff internally in the Lakers, they gave tips on, like, LeBron ain't going to play this night or that. And, like, all that affects a lot of stuff. So, I was just like, as the day kept going, and I just keep hearing more and more and more. I'm thinking, okay, this is bad for Portland. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is bad for the Trailblazers. And then it became, oh my God, this is bad for the whole league. Now it's bad for sports. Because, the sports betting thing in general has risen the last few years.
Hell, this stuff took over, man.
Yeah, and they were saying that that's a part of the reason why a lot of this stuff is coming to the surface is because of the legalization of the betting part. But it just looks kind of crazy. Like, they're giving a breaking news. Chauncey Billups and such are here for illegal rigging of games and stuff like that, and sports betting, and then they cut the commercial and it's ESPN Bet.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a disconnect because they're telling you, hey, bet on sports, bet on the games, bet on the NBA, and then you got this big thing coming out. But there's like so much more. Gilbert Arenas a month ago had some issue where he was also doing some stuff close to this as well, rigging things and manipulating.
Oh, man. Yeah,
So like,
Gilbert Arenas, he on that show with Skip now, man. On the it's funny because it's called The Arena. But that YouTube channel is great. I love that YouTube channel. They just started it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about it.
So they might knock him out the box, man. They might knock him out the box.
It's insane.
That's crazy. But I'm because I saw it early. I'm like, huh? I'm like, damn, Chauncey. I didn't. Now again, I don't follow the NBA. Hell, I didn't even know Chauncey Billups was the coach for the damn Trailblazers. I ain't know that.
Right. And that's the other thing too. Like, nobody knows about the Portland Trailblazers. They don't talk about the Portland Trailblazers. So now everybody talking about this, and like for the wrong reason.
Yeah, I was like, damn, they got Chauncey Billups. Like, oh. So I didn't think much of it. But I didn't know it was that big a deal. Like 30 months and more to come. I didn't know. But it feels timed. I ain't gonna front on that.
Yep.
It feel like they timed this just for the start of the season.
Yep. I think so too.
Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, man, we're gonna go and get up out of here now. I'm about to lay it down, get ready for in the morning so I can go home. Again, like I said, next week, my plan is my plan.
Okay.
TFP next week. And I'll be sure to that whole Graham Plattner, I'm gonna make that a feature story. Because I think it's important because it shows you where the pendulum is swinging. And again, I'm not saying that it's a governmental pendulum. It's not. I'm saying a social pendulum.
Yep.
It is, to me, it is swinging to the left. Now, is it gonna swing on the right side or the wrong side? I don't know. As it looks right now, based on this story, it looked like the wrong side. That's just what it is. Your boy, old man, Bernie, he's supporting this shit as it stands right now. Now I don't know if he done changed up since yesterday, but as of yesterday, he's supporting it. He just saying, hey, look, the same thing JD Vance said with the young Republican chat. Hey, boys will be boys.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it is what
they're racist as hell. My God.
Hey, what they call watermelon people. I don't even eat watermelon.
Oh man.
But
the stereotypes are so ridiculous. So today MD had conversations this morning with Black Son. He's having a discussion tonight with me. The pendulum has been swinging.
It took one extreme to the other.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's a hell of a swing.
Black Son was right, man. The pendulum been swung. So hey, I look forward to talk. Like I said, Black Son, man, he a handful, but Black Son, he if you want to try to pull the curtain back and see what, all you gotta do is talk to Black Son. I need to get y'all. I wish I would have known you was off work today, man. I would have sent the link and try to get y'all there. Because that shit would have been funny. Black Son and Van Cat. That shit would have been funny. He even accepted the moniker that you gave him, man, RNN. Like, he liked it. He liked it. So, you know.
Russian News Network.
Yeah, that damn show what he is. I'm telling you, man, you bring up any thing dealing with domestic policy and Trump to Black Son, he will not answer it at all.
That's crazy. Yeah, because he knows he can't defend this stuff. Like, how do you defend this stuff?
So, you know, it is what it is. But all right, man, let's go and get up out of here. Hey, appreciate everybody coming through. But he said Russia, Russia, Russia. hey, that's what it is, man. Russia, Russia, Russia.
Yeah.
That's what it is, bro. Hey, just pack it up, man. If you need help with the ticket, man, hey, I got you. I got you, bro. I got you, man. But hey, just know they gonna send your ass. They gonna send your ass in front of the front line.
Front lines. Yep.
Yeah, they gonna send you in front of them. Make sure your ass get hit first.
Yep.
But you can't get around Trump doing these sanctions. I don't give a damn how you try to circle back and nigga babble your way through it, and you can't do it. You cannot discount the impact that's gonna have on the Russian. You can't do it. Just can't do it. So it is what it is. But all right, man. Hey, I'll holler at y'all. Hopefully we'll be back next week with TFP and get back on schedule because time running out, man. I got to set up these brackets for the Duck Cup. I got to set them up. Like we ain't got that much time for the end of the year, man. Damn, 2025 went so. But I don't know if it's a Trump effect. I don't know. But we almost at the end of 2025, man.
If there's a blue wave next year, then you know it's the Trump effect.
Yeah, and Black Son said it ain't gonna be no blue wave because of Christian nationalism. I'm like, hold on, what?
That ain't doing nothing.
Black Son set up that. Now this is a black man. Black Son is a black man. Black Son sat up on here and said that Christian nationalism props up MAGA.
Oh,
but yet he calls himself MAGA.
Oh Lord.
I can't make heads or tails of that, bro.
Yeah, that's
I can't. I can't make heads or tails of it.
Oh man.
Now he said he wasn't a Christian nationalist, but he understands the impact Christian nationalism has on MAGA. Yeah. So basically, you admitted that without the Christian nationalists, Trump would not have won the election, which is, I guess you would say, kind of true. I guess. But to associate yourself with that and think that at the same time you can disassociate, that's baffling, bro. That's baffling.
The Black Son is the atheist, right? He's not religious.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
He's not religious. I'm not religious either.
That's what he's saying. But at the same time, he talk about girls and boys and girls sport as an atheist. Atheists don't give a damn about shit like that.
I know, it's just weird.
They
just trying to make 10 people around the country is affected by 10 trans people doing sports across the country, and that's the need for this great big alarm. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I need to ask him that. Yeah, I need on next week's show. I need to ask him what is the moral clarity for you to not have boys playing girls sport as an atheist?
Yep.
Like you need to give me your rationale, Black Son. Because last I checked, atheists they supposed to be individualists like me.
Right.
They don't supposed to give a damn about social aspects of what the fuck is going on. Because it's a foundation in that.
And they tripping hard about that boys and girls sports thing. But they should be tripping on that whole crap that Trump keeps saying, that, your kid goes to school and then they come back days later, go from a boy to a girl. Like, they're having these surgeries. Like, come on now. Let's hold on. Who is that happening to? So you're telling me little Jimmy goes to school one morning on a Thursday, comes back miraculously on Friday as a girl?
They stay at school overnight.
I guess so.
Yeah, they gotta recover. They gotta recover from the surgery.
Right. So your kid is this Weapons? That movie Weapons? They just disappear in the middle of the night. The kids just disappear. And like we don't know where they at. And then when you finally get them back, they're a girl or a boy when they left. You send them off to school with their lunch pail and everything. They were a boy. They had boy food. They were eating food that boys eat. Now they coming back. They eating all this girl food. They don't look. I mean, come on, man. That Trump is on video multiple times saying that. And
Yeah.
like in the election, there was this outrage about boys and girls sports. But Trump said that. And that was not being pandered to at all. That was not being addressed. We're talking about the 10 people across 50 states that engage in girls sports. That's a boy. And that was the outrage. That's selective outrage, man.
Kamala Harris didn't even mention transgenderism. None in the election, bro.
Exactly. It was so
None in
ridiculous.
the election.
And now they pointed, oh, that's one of the reasons why you guys lost. The Democratic Party are not in line with the American people because boys are competing in. Yeah, 10 boys are competing in girls' sports. Like this, come on, man. There's so many. That's such an insult to people's intelligence. It's ridiculous.
Meanwhile, Trump's cabinet half on gay.
Oh my God. Not to mention, you heard about the RNC, like when they, they went to the RNC, the
damn
searches for gay videos were just out the roof, and they were like when Charlie Chris the memorial happened. Everywhere they go, like it's a high level of searching for gay content. It's like, come on,
that's what
man.
it is.
These guys are such jokes. Like, there's nothing real here.
Hey, I can't make head tails of it, man. But yeah, we're gonna go and get up out of here. We'll see y'all next week. If not TLP, it'll be another nigga Babble space.
Yep. Babble.
Yeah, of course, it's gonna be some more stuff to talk about. So
that's right.
With that being said, man, we're gonna get up out of here, y'all. Peace.
There's always room for Babble.
Always. Peace out.
We